But how do you even rationalize that because they want to now lose weight and take care of their health and they want to get fit and they want to be, you know, aesthetically pleasing, that now that is a form of betrayal to you, your identity, your well-being, your personality, your entire livelihood? Like, why do you care that much? You should be
It is because misery loves company. If somebody is miserable being fat and they want to put themselves under the delusion that it is okay and that they should stay like this forever, they're going to look into the outside world in order to prove this to themselves. And when people see people like Lizzo losing weight, it's shattering that mind view, so they have to stay away from it as much as possible. Fat acceptance is toxic. It's over. This is about the toxic positivity that we have in our society, where people will be unhealthy and then tell other unhealthy people that it is okay to be unhealthy and that they should just stay the way that they are. It is okay to accept yourself, but also strive to do better. But yeah, let's see how Maury breaks it down.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so it seems as though that fat acceptance has officially reached peak toxicity.
Gosh,
and apparently
man,
it has gotten to the point to where it's so toxic, so degenerate that certain celebrities like Lizzo, Meghan Trainor, Adele, and a few formerly fat TikTok creators out there are now getting bullied and are losing thousands and thousands of followers because their followers are mad that they lost weight. Like, bro, how are you mad that one of your favorite creators or your celebrities are finally losing weight and are getting healthier? Like, I just don't understand. Do you want them to just stay fat, unhealthy, slow, and immobilized for the rest of their lives? And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I saw a video this morning by the lovely Sydney Watson on YouTube. Go check her out, with the title of a video she uploaded titled "Fat Acceptance is Over." And she basically just...
The reason people are mad at the fact that people like Lizzo and people like Adele are losing weight is because these people are fat themselves and look at them as like a cope to be like, oh, look at Lizzo, she's fat and she's happy the way that she is. And Lizzo herself was pushing like, oh, accept your body the way, big is beautiful and all that. These celebrities are no longer like a beacon of acceptance for them because they're trying to do better themselves. So they're no longer holding the same ideals as them. So now they're on the opposite side, which it shouldn't be like that. You should be... Lizzo was happy the way she was fat, yes. But then she's also happy to get healthier, be more active, and people should just use that as motivation.
Just went over all this information about how legitimately a lot of creators who built their platforms off of, I suppose, being fat are now like getting bullied by their fat viewers because they've now lost weight.
Influencers and celebrities who built empires on big is beautiful, who promoted self-love and wanted to fight fat phobia, are now posting about their size 4 glow-ups, leaving fans feeling betrayed, to put it mildly. And the comment sections on former fat influencers' videos, which were once full of pro-fat positivity, are now absolutely horrific.
Yo, how do you as a viewer, I swear to God, who probably cares about a creator that you've been watching for years, you care about their mental health, their well-being, and you may have subbed to them because you were fat and they were fat and you connected on that like base level of fatness. But how do you even rationalize that because they want to now lose weight and take care of their health and they want to get fit and they want to be, you know, aesthetically pleasing, that now that is a form of betrayal to you, your identity, your well-being, your personality, your entire livelihood? Like, why do you care that much? You should be
It is because misery loves company. If somebody is miserable being fat and they want to put themselves under the delusion that it is okay and that they should stay like this forever, they're going to look into the outside world in order to prove this to themselves. And when people see people like Lizzo losing weight, it's shattering that mind view, so they have to stay away from it as much as possible.
Letting that inspire you and motivate you to lose weight as well. Like the whole fat acceptance, body positivity movement should be about losing weight or, you know, helping people who are of the bigger side, who are very obese or voluptuous, getting down to a size of which makes them healthier without, you know, bullying them. That's the whole premise. That's the whole point. It was never, the body positivity movement was never about staying fat. It was only supposed to be about realizing that this is where you are and acknowledging that there are certain steps you can take to become
this
more healthy.
glow up here is inspirational. I wonder what this man's motivation was, because that was insane.
Take to become more healthy and fit without feeling like your entire life is over.
Obese models were on magazine covers, runways, and red carpets, and activists were all chanting "fat is beautiful." And things continued on like this for some time, with micro communities gaining speed and size on TikTok, giving us some of the most insane videos that I have shown you over the years.
Now I'm gonna have to just blame people like Lizzo and Meghan Trainor. Like, this is partially their fault, bro. Like, I don't know why people made being fat literally literally their entire personality. Like, nobody cares.
The last video I made was about how performative men make it their whole personality to be a little bit more feminine in order to get girls. These people who are fat make it their whole personality to be fat. They have to identify as this thing in order for their worldview to all make sense. I feel like whenever somebody makes anything their like main character trait, like for example, like I said in the last video, like somebody who goes to the gym and that's all they talk about is that they're a gym head, that they do this. It's okay to go to the gym and stuff, but when we adopt this thing completely and we just make it who we are completely, that's when it's a problem.
It's kind of like how the vegans back in the early 2010s or the early 2020s made being vegan their entire personality. Like, bro, you eat vegetables, you're like a fucking cow, congrats. MFers were really out here taking the moral high ground saying, oh my god, I don't eat meat, congrats, more meat for me, pause. But like, okay, you eat what you want to eat, let me eat what I eat, and keep it at that. You don't see me or regular people who have a more balanced diet and include veggies and meats in their diet going around parading saying, oh my god, look at what I'm eating steak and broccoli and potatoes. Like, bro, nobody cares, dude.
Anybody who puts their point of view in your face and try to shove it down your throat, pause, they are never going to convince you of anything. Just like how a Christian is going to stand outside and preach the gospel to your face and tell you you're a demon for all of the sins that you commit. Nobody is ever going to be convinced this way unless people sit down and try to actually understand each other instead of just shoving ideas into each other's throat. Even if you go up to a fat person, you're like, yeah, man, you're fat, but look at all these healthy alternatives that you can do. They're going to be like, nah, because their whole personality is being fat. So they do not want that to be shattered at all, because then they feel like they're in the wrong and they feel like they've been living a lie their whole life. And sometimes you have to accept that so you can change.
Eat what you eat, whatever fuels you, whatever makes you feel good, you do that. But in the same way that vegans were incredibly annoying, it seems as though that these fat acceptance people were kind of like vegans on steroids, almost like if they were in a cult full of people who fat worship and pray for more visceral fat on their bodies. I mean, good God, like, you already know McDonald's, Burger King, and Popeyes were menacingly rubbing their hands like Birdman when this shit started popping off.
Discussions around fatness made their way into everything. Racism, ableism, and it was absorbed by the overall progressive movement.
That is just very sad, I swear. She said being fat is a radical act. Like, what?
GLP-1 drugs, as they're known, were supposed to help diabetics, but seem to have become Hollywood's...
Man, Ozempic is a miracle drug, man. How in tarnation does it help people lose so much weight so fast? Like, it is cheating. Like, if you lose weight through Ozempic, like, did you really lose it? I'm not gonna fault anybody for using it, but wow, man, that's like, that is a miracle substance that helped so many people somehow. That's so crazy.
Cheat code for weight loss. These shots suppress your appetite so hard that you forget what a cheeseburger tastes like.
And a whole bunch of celebrities, like I believe a Meghan Trainor, I think an Adele, a Lizzo, famously known for being a very large individual, have been losing a lot of weight rapidly recently. Like, as you can see here in these updated videos, Lizzo has lost a ton of weight. I swear to God. As you can see here, she literally has a waistline now, bro. She's actually kind of snatched, bro. If she at this rate a year from now, she's gonna go crazy. Like, and you know, good for her, but apparently she's being bullied too. Like, I just don't get why people are mad that former fat people are now losing weight and are able to actually look better in the attire that they want to wear. Like, that's just some jealousy, envy, hating ass energy that I just don't get. Let it motivate you. What's the problem, man? Like, what the fuck?
Celebrities like Kim Kardashian were making massive changes.
See, but this is an unrealistic expectation of beauty in society. Let's say we have like a line, right? In society, man, people either are in the extreme left side where it's like, yo, you gotta look like Kim Kardashian, or you gotta look like Lizzo and accept it. Why can't we be in the middle and be like, yo, you don't gotta look like this, but you also don't gotta look like an obese, my 500-pound life person? Like, let's be at least somewhere in the middle, maybe slightly on the left or right. I feel like it comes from, let's say, if a fat person looks at Kim Kardashian, she's gonna be like, that is impossible to attain. That is, which is, it is, because this is all plastic and this is basically a Barbie doll. But they look at this stuff here and it makes an unrealistic expectation, and then in their brain they automatically delete the possibility of them ever reaching, maybe being a little bit healthier, because they have this to achieve. And I'm not saying Kim Kardashian is the fault, but it is something to think about.
changes. She downsized her famous BBL.
By the way, that ass was just completely absurd and it just looked ridiculous. I'm glad we're
Looking
not
like a
past that
horse.
era.
Singer Lizzo was losing lots of weight and slimming down after promoting fat acceptance for years.
I mean, good God, look at her waist, bro. She's lost a hell of a lot of weight, man.
And side note, she had to caption a TikTok video recently. Reminder, you can lose weight and still not be fat phobic. Trying so hard not to lose that audience that doesn't want her to be healthy.
Facts. I mean, like, if you actually have to come out after losing weight and saying, remember, you can lose weight without being fat phobic, because people are quick to label you all kinds of phobias apparently nowadays if you don't align with their worldviews, then those type of people were not meant to, you know, be your viewers or your supporters. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, let Lizzo be, man. Like, I don't agree with everything she says or does. You know, I think she's kind of obnoxious, but the fact that there are people, even one individual out there, two, whatever, three, who are obese, fat, of the larger side, whatever you want to label them, who are mad that Lizzo is losing weight, probably has lost over 100 pounds by now, are the kinds of people who only supported Lizzo through some weird ass fat-based trauma bonding that is just unhealthy and is truly disturbing. Like, genuinely, a lot of these people need help. They need therapy.
Meghan Trainor, a musician who previously and proudly sang about not being a size 2, was suddenly and definitely a size 2.
Facts. She made that song, as we all know.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble.
But yeah, I mean, Meghan Trainor's not being bullied for losing weight herself. You know, I guess the song was about having more bass, you know, which is, I guess, analogous to being bigger. And now
She didn't even look that big for real, man. Like, I thought she was gonna be on some, like, you know, I thought she was gonna be huge. She thought that she could be a little bit healthier, and that's what she did.
the current era, because she's lost weight, people are highly upset.
So why does people losing weight, why does people bettering themselves, why do these weight loss drugs send the dying dregs of this movement into a complete tailspin? Well, a lot of these people built platforms on body positivity and fat acceptance, promoting an objectively terrible ideology that
Man,
made
like,
people-
what is this? Like, this is... Like, there's a difference between being, like, chubby, you know, being a little bit chubby, fat, have a little bit of gut. But, man, you walking around with a whole butt on the front of your body, man. Like, you got so much to work with. Like, how do you get up? Like, do you need a crane, bro? Like, sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, yo, man, my body, I'm feeling heavy, man. Like, I'm tired, bro. Like, how do you feel? Like, how do you, what? Being this overweight makes people feel like there is no hope for them at all. And that's why they probably feel like they have to commit to that and stay super fat to, you know, and accept that. When, man, it is possible, man. All you need is that right mindset and you could do it.
feel comfortable in their weight gain. Their weight loss, especially when it's quiet or framed as a health journey, feels like a middle finger to a community of people who want their own obesity reaffirmed.
Yo, I swear to God,
That's
the
what I
fat
said, yeah.
acceptance movement has got to be one of the biggest psyops of all time. The fact that society, culture, civilization could get to the point to where we are now
Oh my gosh, she got 2 chicken drumsticks. How are you moving?
labeling this as healthy and beautiful, I genuinely believe had to be calculatedly funded by big fast food, i.e.
I was about to say this has to be somehow orchestrated by capitalism and them pushing this body positivity. So people are like, yeah, I bet, so I'm gonna eat McDonald's every day or whatever fast food you want. And it just makes them more money because people like this exist.
McDonald's, Burger King, Popeyes, America's Best Wings, all the famous ice cream brands, and even the medical industry, the pharmaceutical industry, you know. McDonald's can make all their profit by getting people fat, feeding them slop every day, you know, get them fat, sick, slow. Then when they're dying, send them to a hospital, put them on meds, you know. The hospital makes money, insurance companies make money, and then when they need to rapidly lose weight, put them on a GLP-1 like Ozempic. So now down this like chain of fat acceptance, McDonald's made money, the hospital made money, the insurance companies made money, Ozempic made money.
Holy
Everybody
man.
is making money off of a dying, immobilized vessel full of seed oils,
Like, where do your legs begin?
inflammation, aches and pains, knee problems, back problems, and the whole 9 yards. I mean, it's just truly sad. And somehow the victims of this entire psychological operation, likely funded by multi-billion-dollar international mega conglomerates, saw it as something that was a positive for them. Crazy. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let me...
Honestly, this all stems from the way we view ourselves and the fact that we have to be able to accept ourselves and strive for better. We can accept the way that we are and want to be healthier. And a lot of this toxic body positivity literally just comes from people wanting to feel affirmed in their stance in life. And maybe they feel like they're too far gone and that they can't improve in any way. And that's exactly the mentality that stops them from improving at all. This mentality doesn't just happen with like fat acceptance or this body positivity stuff. It happens in a lot of different things that we can use in our personal lives, such as maybe if you smoke or drink alcohol. These things are so normalized that we don't even think about it. It's okay. Like, I'm not saying, yo, you're a demon if you go smoke or if you drink, but you do these things, you know, occasionally, not all the time, if you have the balance with it. But we can apply these things to ourselves where maybe, you know, we surround ourselves with people who accept the way that we think so that we're a little bit more affirmed in our life view. Some people reject anything that goes against the way that they think. Maybe if somebody's telling you, yo, maybe drink 3 beers instead of 5, they're going to be like, nah, man. Look at Jimmy over here. He does 7 beers a day, man. I could do 5. It's all right. And we rationalize these things in our heads. Very good video by Maury. I hope you enjoyed. As always, please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps the channel grow immensely. I hope you have a wonderful day. Until next time.
Head to the stars, head to the stars.